Hello, welcome back to another segment in excerpts of a spiritual ascension. So today I wanted to talk about finding your peace. And I know a lot of people, they're in the 9 to 5 jobs, your regular life, dealing with, what you need to do for your family, work situations, relationships, extended family. We keep ourselves going and busy in these type of things. And then also trying to just set aside time to have a hobby where we can maybe find peace during that time. But it always seems to be something that kind of breaks up that peace that we're looking for. You're going to, once you go through this journey, you're going to look back on your previous life. Because I always talk about having 2 lives within one lifetime. So now in this second life, all it's going to be is about peace. Yes, there's going to be people who cut you off in traffic and noisy neighbors and things like that. But it's never going to be to the extent of your first life, where there's constant distractions, constant noise, if you know what I mean, around you, family issues, extended family relationships, work situations. None of that will exist. Um, so if you watched any of my latest videos, I had resigned from my 9 to 5 job in finance, which I really did enjoy. But of course, as I spoke in another video about people who we trigger. And that's just part of our light is to kind of trigger people either out of their darkness into their spiritual awakening. And sometimes it's also for us to, we're kind of sent to different places in order to either heal a place or heal a person or trigger them into their awakening. So the place that I was sent to, my current job, um, the person who was triggered by me, it just kind of got out of hand. And I know by my intuition that it was time for me to move on. And Spirit was constantly like kind of knocking on my door over the last couple of weeks saying it's time to resign. So that's what I did last week. So I have another week. And well, by the time you are watching this, I will probably have left. I'm just so excited. And I know that Spirit has so much more work for me to do spiritually. And whatever comes now, there's no fear. I think I talked about fear in another video as far as we have so much fear about so many different things. And when you get to this point, there's no fear, because whatever is supposed to happen will happen, and the divine always protects you, always protects you. As you're going through your journey, it's going to be difficult. Yes, it will be very difficult, but just know that when I was going through mine, I was never harmed in any way. Nothing extremely bad ever happened to me. I was always watched over and always given what I needed at the time. It may have not been a lot, but it was enough to sustain me during that journey. And now I have, getting to the point where eventually having that true abundance. Um, but the place that I'm in now, it's just so peaceful. And I, as I spoke about also before, that you're going to, if you're on this journey, you're probably likely going to leave um, your family. Okay. I know that's hard for some to hear, and everyone may not, it may not happen to everyone, but there's a good chance that, um, as I say, you're having 2 lives within one lifetime. So, in order for you to get to that second life, you have to let go of everything from the past. And I no longer have any contact with any of my friends, previous friends, or any of my family. Yes, is it hard? It is hard, but you know what? I am so much happier because I've released all the drama that my family had brought to me. And I just feel like I'm in such a better, happier, more peaceful place. And that's really what we all want in life, right? I think because, we're blood relatives, it's expected of us to take whatever abuse is given to us by our relatives. The drama, the fights, arguments, the controlling, and understanding that that doesn't have to be so, you know, and the relationships that I'm now starting to attain are so much more peaceful. And also, there's a give and take in them. It's not all about me always giving to the other person, which was totally what my life was previously. So just wanted to do a quick video on finding your peace and just knowing that it will come. Whatever stage you are in your journey, just know that it will get better and better. Um, Spirit always, like my journey was 5 years, so there's going to be the highs and lows, where there's going to be really tough times, and then Spirit always lets us, you kind of have this breathing um, space where we are able to kind of recuperate from whatever we just went through on our previous part of the journey, and then kind of getting ready for the next part. And yeah, it does kind of go like that. So just that's why I'm here, is just to prepare you and help you to understand your own journey. Everyone's journey is going to be different. If you have any questions, I have a link below to book time with me. I'm so happy to be able to help anyone who wants to reach out and talk about my own journey, or talk about whatever you're going through, or if you have questions about spirituality. Also, I've done several courses on the ascension process, and that link is also below. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe.